Okay, greetings. This is Matt Donahue again, and in this video we're going to do a syllabus tour for Organic Chemistry 1 for the fall 2020 semester. So just to recap, my name is Matt Donahue. I'm the instructor for this course. You can call me Matt. The course is designated as the chat function in SOAR, which basically means the course is entirely run online. So everything that you do is going to be online, but I will hold virtual office hours Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. As the course was originally scheduled in the face-to-face version. Your attendance is not mandatory during those sessions. Again, it's going to be pretty informal, where it's run sort of like office hours where you ask questions and I answer them. So you will, however, need to watch all the videos that are posted through Canvas, and those will be the required pre-recorded lecture materials so that they're available to everyone. My office is Tech 49. Obviously, due to COVID, we can't meet face-to-face. But if you email me, we can set up a virtual calendar invite, and that will be done either in Teams, Microsoft Teams, or Zoom when the university gets that site license activated. Here's my email address, which you've seen. If you send me an email, expecting a reply within 24 hours. If you don't get one, send a follow-up email. Here's my voicemail. If you leave a voicemail, it sends a file to my email that I can check. All the pre-recorded lectures for this course will be posted into YouTube with links through Canvas. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, that's three engagement points for the course. I also run a Twitter account that's mainly for my research group, and there's my research website. So the prerequisites for this course are Chemistry 106 and 107. So basically, you need to have a functional understanding of what was going on in those courses to understand the material in this course. So I'll leave it to you to read the overview and the goals and objectives, but let me just sort of hover on the student learning outcomes for a little bit. There are 7 of them, and these are things that upon completion of this course you should be able to do. So in your studying, you want to be actively engaged and understand that anything you do will fall under one of these 7 student learning outcomes. And the words that are highlighted in green are basically the action verbs. So for example, if we look at student learning outcome number 1, upon completion of this course, you should be able to name an organic compound using IUPAC nomenclature rules and draw an organic compound from an IUPAC name. So they're basically related to one another. If you're given a visual structure, you should be able to name it, or if you're given the name, you should be able to draw it. So the rest of these SLOs 2 through 7 are similar, and they hit basically all aspects of the first 12 chapters that we're going to cover over the course of this this semester. So the student learning outcomes are basically encompass the entire semester. Each chapter will have chapter learning outcomes. And so if you ask me, what do I need to do to be successful in this course? It's do these student learning outcomes and the chapter learning outcomes. Those are what you need to show to understand the material. The course learning materials. So there's a USM specific package with this ISBN that is sold in the Barnes & Noble bookstore. And that package includes access to the Wileyplus online resources, which include the e-text for organic chemistry, the problem sets, the Orion software, which is an adaptive learning software. And this package also includes 2 physical copies of Organic Chemistry as a Second Language first semester and second semester. As sold by Barnes & Noble, the cost is $200, but it is good for both semesters 1 and 2 of organic chemistry. So essentially you're paying about $100 per semester. And it's packaged that way because most students do take both semesters. And again, I don't work for Wiley, but that's how they designed this package. Required technology. The class is online, so you need a functioning computer, either desktop or laptop. You need to have a webcam, microphone, speakers, and you need to make sure that you have internet connectivity with Ethernet or Wi-Fi. Required software. You need a browser. Here are some listed. I'm not advocating for any of these, whatever floats your boat. You should also download Microsoft 365, which is free with your USM email account. So you probably want to have Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, Word, and Microsoft Teams is Microsoft's video conferencing software. That's probably where I'll set up individual office hour appointments. You need to activate your Canvas account. I would say access it both in your web version on your computer and also have the app on your phone to get notifications. Any work that you submit should be through your desk or laptop. I would not recommend submitting things on the tablet or the phone because sometimes they don't submit the same way. I'm not a computer guy, but that's what I've observed. You should probably also download Zoom using your USM email address because I'm probably going to try to use that as well because that has a little bit more functionality that allows for live streaming to be a little bit more straightforward. The course delivery. So over the semester, we're going to look at, if we focus on this header row here, there's 5 modules. There are 2 to 3 chapters per module for a total of 12 chapters we're going to look at. We're going to do them in the order listed. So the next column, that's how many class periods we'll spend in that module. So we're going to do this many lectures. So module 1 has 7 class periods, 6 lectures, 1 exam period. So that's our 7 class periods. It has 1 problem set associated with each chapter, 1 adaptive learning set associated with each chapter. So for module 1, you're assessed on an exam, 2 problem sets, 2 adaptive learning sets, and some various activities for engagement and professional development. So what are the types of learning activities? So here they are. There's 6 of them. There's textbook readings. You're paying, $100 per semester, so you might as well read the textbook. I strongly encourage you to keep up with the readings, and I'll show the schedule in a little bit. The lectures, again, they're primarily going to be pre-recorded lectures that you watch in screencast form. Textbook problem sets, there's 1 associated with each chapter that we're doing, so there's 12 of them. They're each worth 10 points. Orion adaptive learning problem sets, again, there's 1 per chapter. The difference between these in the textbook problem sets are the adaptive ones have an option where you click how confident you are in your response, and then the system will sort of analyze that and basically formulate how well you're understanding the material. The exams, there's 5 of them, 1 per module. Each module covers 1 to 2 to 3 chapters of material. The exams are worth 100 points. They'll have 25 questions worth 4 points each. So the exams will be online. They'll be open for a 24-hour period, but they are time limited to 60 minutes once you start. There's engagement in professional activities. Again, these are various things like signing up for the YouTube channel, taking a syllabus quiz, creating a resume, things that are designed to increase your engagement, participation in the class, and also facilitate your professional development. The following is now a tentative class schedule. So this is specific to this course. If you want university dates, go to this link here. So the layout that you're going to see, we'll run through Module 1, but the layout is the same for the following 2, 3, 4, and 5 modules. So Module 1 is understanding and communicating chemical structure. There's a synopsis. There's the required reading, and these are linked through Canvas into the Wileyplus software. These are the specific module learning outcomes. So again, these are organized according to chapter. So chapter 1, review of general chemistry, electrons, bonds, and molecular properties. So upon completion of this module, you should be able to, and so those are the things from chapter 1 that you need to be able to demonstrate proficiency in. There's chapter 2, module assessments. So these are the things that you're going to do to earn points, to earn your grade in the course. There's 2 textbook problem sets for homeworks, chapters 1 and 2. Each is worth 10 points, so a total of 20 points. The adaptive learning sets are called Orion for chapters 1 and 2. Those are 10 points apiece. Various engagement professional development activities, those are 12 points total. Exam 1 is 100 points. So there's a total of 152 points in this module, and that corresponds to an overall 19% of the course points. The total course points are 800. So each module is about 20% of your course grade. So specific to module 1, the way this is laid out, there's main topics listed. There's the key concepts. Then you have what lecture number it is, the date, and what day of the week it is. So for example, introduction to the course. Today, welcome to organic chemistry, HIV treatment with AZT, empirical observation, rules of bonding, syllabus review. So these main topics align pretty well with what you're going to do in the readings, and again, these key concepts align with the chapter learning outcomes. So again, we're going to go from lectures 1 to 6 for chapters 1 through 2. Then lecture 7, that's going to be your first exam. And the exams will be held online. So module 2, again, that's outlined. They all sort of look the same in terms of the format. So again, just so I point out, we're not following the chapter sequence sequentially as in the book for a very important reason. So module 2, we're going to talk about structure elucidation, chapters 14 and 15. And the reason that is because we want to understand when a reaction produces a product, how do we know that we've made that product? And that's important for the subsequent chapters. So module 3 corresponds to chapters 3, 4, and 5. Module 4 corresponds to chapters 6, 10, and 7, and we'll follow them in that order. And then module 5 corresponds to chapters 8 and 9. And again, the reason I do that is because I teach this course according to progression of oxidation states, which relates to the functional groups of the molecule. So we're going to learn these functional groups in a very specific order. We're going to learn their oxidation states in an order, and that's going to make understanding the progressions of the reactions much more straightforward. So next, here's the course grading scale and assessment schedule. So here are the letter grades. Here are the points required to earn those letter grades. So basically, you are accumulating points. If you score between 720 and 800 points, you're going to get an A. So if you're in this bin, you get a B. This bin is C, D, and F. So how do you earn those points? Again, here are the different assessments. Here are the exams and the dates. So as I said, exam 1 will open Monday, August 31st at 8 a.m. It's open for 24 hours, and once you start, you have 60 minutes to complete it. Each module has an exam. There is no final exam. So this is basically right here, the last exam that you're going to take for this course. The Wileyplus Homework, again, there's 12 homework sets, each worth 10 points. There's 12 Orion sets, each worth 10 points. And then finally 60 points from the engagement activities. Here are your exam policies. So there are no makeup exams. If you happen to miss exam, you need an excuse, and you need to follow these directions about getting that excuse verified. And if you do miss an exam with a verified excuse, your score will be your replacement score is the average of your other exams, basically. As of now, the exams are going to be held through Wileyplus using a lockdown browser. So you need to make sure that you have functioning internet in the course of the exam. If you need extra time, some of you have already gotten accommodations. You need to have an official accommodation sent. You will get extra time for the exams. Again, the exams are 60 minutes. So if you request time and a half through accommodation, you'll get 90 minutes to do the exam. The exams are 25 questions. There are different types of questions: fill in the blank, chemical drawing, multiple choice, other types of exams. The exams are worth 100 points. You're going to have 2 attempts to answer each question. So the first attempt, if you get it correct, is 4 points. You take 1 more attempt, you get 2 points. The order of the questions in the exams is going to be randomized. They're going to be questions that are pulled from a pool, so you're most likely not going to get the same type of exam that your peers in the class get. That does not mean your exam is any easier or any harder. You're just getting different sorts of questions. So remember, you are on the USM honor code, so please take the exams by yourself as a measure of your own performance in the course. The technology requirements, I'm still updating this part of the syllabus, and that will include contact information for USM and Wileyplus in terms of getting help for software issues. That will be updated. It will also be updated as a module page in Canvas as well. So here's some motivation. A learned man came to me once. It's a poem by Stephen Crane. So we finish off this tour with the USM academic syllabus policies. There's a special health protocol. Again, even though we're not meeting face-to-face, you should probably follow these guidelines to do your part to keep everyone healthy, yourself and everyone around you. Here's the academic integrity policy regarding the honor code. So here's the paragraph from the undergraduate bulletin. USM Student Support Services. Here's the website for the Office of Disability Accommodations, should you so need one. Resources for students with disabilities. There's the contact information. Course workload statement. This basically says for every hour of contact time for a course, so your course is 3 credit hours, you should spend 2 to 3 credit hours outside, or 2 to 3 hours outside of class working on that class. So for a 3 credit hour class such as organic chemistry, you should expect to spend about 9 extra hours putting time into understanding that material. It's a mental well-being statement and contact information if you're experiencing challenges, non-discrimination statement, confidentiality and mandatory reporting statements, finish off the syllabus tour. So again, please go through this. Make sure you read and understand the policies in the syllabus and the schedules and the deadlines. There will be a syllabus quiz posted in Canvas as part of your engagement. So please make sure that you keep up to date with what's going on in the course. And if you do have any questions, send me an email and I'll start a syllabus FAQ in Canvas for everyone to use. So take care.